Welcome to day 3 of week 18. So, we are learning about promoting another's self-acceptance. Promoting means whatever is there, we are just accepting and saying, yes, it is there. Another's self-acceptance. Anybody who has not done self-acceptance for yourself here? You can write in the chat if you are lagging behind and you're still joining the session. It's okay. But I just want to make sure that you understand what self-acceptance is. And you can take example from the appendix section where the creating formula is explained and give an example how to do self-acceptance. And it was all words of criticism, self-criticism. It's not acceptance of what we are, who we are. So we acknowledged that, okay, I speak this and this about myself, and we corrected. And the same process we are doing here. Anybody who can open your camera, please do so. It's we'll make it more interactive. We'll go in meditation quickly. But let us put some thought here. Why Babaji is introducing group consciousness here? You can write in chat, or if you want to speak, you can raise your hand. What do you think? Why Babaji is telling us about group consciousness here? You can speak and you unmute yourself. Anna, would you like to speak? Then unmute yourself. Sorry, it's open.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I think what Babaji is saying is that we all are interconnected. We all are one, and each of our thoughts are energy which connects to each other. So we are not alone in this universe. We are all interconnected, and we are a part of each other. So when we think something, we are that thought is a part of somebody else's thought as well, and likewise it interacts with everybody else. So we are just not individual, we are a part of the whole.
Whole as a part of whole,
Yeah.
influencing both ways, right?
Yes. So each of
So,
us is influencing the other, and the others are influencing us in turn.
so here with self-acceptance, other self-acceptance, we are learning about group consciousness again, right? So what is changing? What has changed? Why is emphasizing on group consciousness here?
Well, I think when we change, we are responsible for changing others also, because that is the energy that we are emanating outside. And when a group of people emanate that energy, then it affects the larger consciousness. And likewise, we can spread that positive energy and make it bigger and bigger, and influence more people. Just as negative energy influences the others, if there is more negative energy that influences people and pulls them down. Likewise, if there are many with good aligned thoughts of God, then that changes the energy on a larger scale for the better and pulls us all up and for the.
Right. So till yesterday, if we are in thinking where we have conflicts, right? We are not living as a spiritual being, but we are living as a materialistic world, as a human being who is just perceiving things as good and bad and right and wrong, and not everything is trustworthy. Everything, there is fear all around. So that collective consciousness can be changed when only few orderly mind comes in expression, right? So the the key I understand why Babaji is saying that only a few orderly mind who is realizing the truth, who is accepting themselves as they are created in their total perfection, they are influencing others. Means till yesterday, if my collective consciousness was full of fears, worries, what we can change it to? We can change it to God qualities. We can change it to love, compassion, trust, joy, sharing, abundance, that peacefulness. So this is what it says to. That's why Baba is saying that leave what you have been thinking so far. You are working for yourself in one room, in one corner, and just thinking, okay, you are in a family setup and you are coming, going, doing things perfectly. You are good. It adds a little bit more responsibility that see what when you are doing the same thing, it is also greatly affecting others. It is just letting our understanding widen, right? It is just letting us know things in a bigger scale, right? So I hope you have enjoyed the 2 days of explanation. Very well done. And yesterday I was just underlining how many times the chapter talks about wholeness. Can anybody put some thought on wholeness?
Oh my God, I saw that 5 times in the chapter. Isn't it?
Yes, I did not count, but I am sure it's
I
more
actually
than
count.
3, 4 times at least.
Yes, I
More than
counted
that.
actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was blown over by the first line. And then whenever it was coming again, I was again getting very excited. So I actually counted.
So the first line of wholeness, it is explained in third paragraph, if you see. So what that wholeness means, anybody would like to speak or write? Because we have learned it, so I just want to make it little interactive so that we question our own thought and just so that we understand it. We're checking our own understanding. Anybody? Please help me understand. I don't understand. So everyone is your vehicle for realizing your wholeness. So when wholeness comes, oh, no translation, Jayaji. When wholeness comes, you want to speak? Complete circle.
Wholeness is being aligned with God's thoughts, being aligned with God's qualities, accepting that you are made in the image of God. And that's when you feel whole. You're perfect. You're created perfect.
So remember the first chapter again, okay? Where here Babaji is saying your higher self is, you are here to experience your whole self. And then in that first week, he's saying you're just using your floodlight when you're just using a little candle when you have a floodlight. So what he's talking about? Because he is going to divide us in two in next chapter. So the wholeness is everything in it, is my lower self and my higher self. So everyone is your vehicle for realizing your wholeness means you as you have everybody. You have 5 relationship where 3 are loving, kind, fills you with love energy, fills you with kindness, your strength. But what about those 2 that puts you on trigger, on fire?
They also are making you whole by triggering you and experiencing those feelings. Yeah.
So wounded relationship is not actually, um, you know, a wound. It's a healing, a deeper healing, if you say so, right?
A wound is
At
leading
first,
you to
when
the
we go
light.
through, yeah, at first when you go through situation of any conflict, it feels like, oh my God, somebody has done something to me, poor me. But where it takes us to? It takes us to realize okay, what part of me is kind? What part of me is unhealed? So again, if you look deeper later in the chapter, it says that, let me read that for you. Uh, where it says you would not know how many people are responsible for the state of consciousness you are in, right? Partly responsible for your state of being. So what I'm saying here is that both of the sides are actually helping us to um, realize our wholeness.
It is this one.
And then,
While you are responsible for yourself, that includes some responsibility for others. You can't experience total wholeness until everyone else experiences it with you.
yes, that is one, but there is one line where it talks about the great enlightened beings who has been responsible for us. Because if you see the first page of the book, the preface itself says that enlightenment was not so easy. It was so very dark that very few people used to reach that state. But now it is available to everybody, that everybody can realize their true self. They can understand, they can comprehend what old beliefs were are questioned here, you know. So, okay, we'll get there. I'll repeat that line. Somewhere it is saying that you will not know how many people are partly responsible for your state of consciousness where you are today. Um, yeah, there is no telling how many people are responsible in part of your level of consciousness. Everyone is everyone's everyone else's vehicle for realizing wholeness. It's from the last fourth paragraph. It is so much fun. Take a pen and paper and make a note of few terminology it is uh, talking about again and again, right? So just see the example itself, the first example. So it says that, everyone is your vehicle for realizing your wholeness, and you still have responsibility for yourself. It is not that somebody will do the self acceptance and you will reach there. It is always there. Even somebody did not claim it, then also it was there. But your responsibility for yourself, it is there. Why I'm claiming somebody's responsibility? Because we are so deeply interconnected. Being whole, everybody is whole, but everybody is also expanding by help of each other, right? So you must use free will. You have free will and you must freely will to live a life of full potential. Life of full potential means not from my past limited experience, but where I am that all knowing intelligence, I am that omnipresent, omniscient, uh, with infinite energy, unbounded awareness is in expression now. So, how much do I give myself that kind of thought? Because I'm talking about the shift in global consciousness, right? So, what we have been thinking, we will be creating what is there already. But now we want to change our thinking. And that is also, it also says that free will is protected under nature's absolute law, right? So if I want to manifest that a desert place should have rain every day, or Antarctica should not have any snow, will it happen? So that is where it says the seven part of formula, that there are, the manifestation, whatever creating formula it is, you are protected under the natural law of nature. So let's go into further chapter. Very simple example of the table is given. Whole table is whole, right? And stands on 4 legs. They're saying that 3 legs are perfect, but one is separated. It is not attached. Or one is shorter. Will the table experience its wholeness? And it says the 3 legs are perfect, means the three are in the order. They are in their perfection, means how they should be. But the fourth one is shorter. So how the 3 are helping, the 3 legs are helping the fourth, the shorter one. So the table is not whole until you cannot use it, right? So table cannot experience its wholeness because it will say, nobody can use it. If somebody will put something, it will fall because the fourth leg is missing. Just see how the four, because that is group consciousness. That is where each individual are helping each other. By seeing the perfect, we are seeing that, okay, how short the fourth leg is and what we need to add. The fourth leg also teaching humility to others, the perfect ones. So he is also a great teacher, but he is also falling short. The fourth leg is falling short. And now I know, because all the three are on the same length, only this much is remaining. So we are claiming that self-acceptance for that little part, that it is there. Then the table will experience its wholeness. It will be a table that will be useful, and he will experience its wholeness, right? Just give a different kind of thinking, what it brings to you, why this example is given. I mean, I kind of, we understand, right? We understand the whole concept, but just think deeply and put some question why this example is given and what are the interpretation it is hiding, what it will reveal to me. So it will connect us with our own life, our own situation, right? So that is how we see that people who are giving us triggers are actually, they are healing us. They are also a teacher. They are my mirror, because I could not see. Shailaji one day gave that example. If you are alone on this planet, you would not know what is missing in you. But when somebody has come and he puts you, and like the next paragraph says, right? Everyone's attitude, perception of reality and awareness affects your own. If you are affected negatively or positively, it means what you have and what you don't have. If you are influenced, means something is missing and you are influenced. So that is group consciousness, where everybody is connected. Babaji is making us realize that what we talked in chapter 2, that everything is connected with love and all that, but somehow we do not feel it. We do not understand how they are helping us realizing our wholeness. So he's giving some examples and also saying that how that short leg is, putting impact on you. So your what everybody's attitude is. If you take that example of trash on the street, and everybody's saying that, okay, everybody does that, I also do it. That's an attitude. So yeah, there you won't hesitate putting one little piece of paper like that, because it's already 5 on the street, and you won't think, okay, what the sixth one will do. It's already dirty. Somehow it is affecting our attitude, right? We are connected with people, person, and whatnot. So from this perspective, where we see if, okay, the people awareness is on what? on living wholesome. The people awareness is on returning back to truth. We are resonating. We are influencing ourselves. We are feeling influenced with that kind of thought. Or if we see people totally absorbed in materialistic world where there is competition, where there is fear, and always about that little family, that little self. So is it impacting me? Am I still where I am with what I have learned so far in vacating, till vacating? Whatever their perception of reality is, the world is full of fear. It's a, be safe, better, um, do not trust anybody. That kind of thought, it will question you. Do you agree? And then there is a way to answer. Maybe softly chuckle, maybe just pass by, or see if something got triggered inside. Those part is my is because it is the whole paragraph. It is talking about my wholeness, me realizing my wholeness. So then what happens that what others think, it molds your own attitude, your own values, your own desire. Right? If you're seeing people doing certain thing in certain way, it influences doing things in certain way. It could impact us positively or negatively, um, but we just need to see where I am. Am I getting triggered, or am I still stable, accepting the person, what he is doing is his state of being, and just repeating that, okay, you are seeing it from this point of reference where everything is a matter, and there is a law, a theft, there is a um, um, threat of losing your identity. You will die one day. And or you see from the point where the truth is that everything and everybody is created in the image of God, and no matter what you do, you can only create your experiences, which is painful, which is not so perfect, but you are created in that perfection. So this paragraph, after this, it leads to the conversation where it says only few um, people who have this thought aligned with God's thought is helping. So when a large number of people correct their thinking, bringing in tune with God's thought, you are affected and your own process becomes easier. So this paragraph is connected like that. So every line, paragraph is connected, unfolding to another, because just see how it is opening. It will help you take it deeply so that you can live it. It's not only for the book to, just talk about some group consciousness concepts. We are here to realize. So definitely it talks about the missing legs, right? A table have a missing leg or a shorter leg. So here it is talking about the errors in the thinking, which is there in that group consciousness. It is putting some pressure on you. It is making you work um, to use your own free will to create the space where you feel harmony. So what you can do about it? You can do a creating formula. So what other people think collectively or individually is part of you. You are forced to deal with it. Actually, these others are largely responsible for the thoughts you now must correct in your creating formula. To why? Because I want to be stable in my thinking, in my realization, in my understanding. So when somebody is coming and talking blah blah blah, the world is full of fear and mistrust. So I am able to recognize that this is not true for me, and I silently repeat my affirmation at the same time. So the stronger the errors are in the group consciousness, the greater is the pull on you, and the harder is the correction. So it means that we just need to practice repeatedly when and where that kind of talk comes, where that wholeness is missing, that one leg is missing, that one leg still in that mindset of materialism, where everything is just a physical matter and everything is for money, where you think that the true value of life is to live in its full potential, and it is not to um, it is not for to be compared by anybody, right? It is to be expressed as who you are. And that is where it says that only a few people correct their thinking, and it brings uh, harmony. It affects everybody, right? So it becomes, the process becomes easier for you. You are able to be in your heart state all the time. So take few examples, like whenever there's a crisis, how difficult it is to be in your heart space, and what we have learned to use our aura cleaning tool to center ourselves, to remind the truth and love and light itself. We are doing it for ourselves, and now the same we are going to experiment in a group. Already we have done that aura cleaning part in part 70, week 17, but here we are recognizing their self-acceptance. They, not as a being through their act or thought, they are the being of the truth, of the expression of love, light, joy, and peace. So again, the example is given for the perfectly ordered light waves. Again, it talks about the perfectly ordered light waves. They create a whole system to bring the whole system of light waves into perfect order. And the result is the laser light, which is very bright, right? It brightens the darkest corner, and the same few orderly waves bring the whole magnetic system into order to make it work, to make it useful. So these two examples, if you see, again, it is talking about um, perfectly ordered light waves. Light waves are there, but they are ordered in certain sequence, in certain way, that they produce the effect, right? So it is again trying to explain us how we are influencing greatly when we are aligned with God's thought. And then in some further down the paragraph, it says that your thoughts are thousands time more powerful when it is aligning with God's thought. Just don't think that you are thinking by yourself, or nobody thinks like that. So few ordered mind greatly affect the whole population. By doing this course, we are volunteering ourselves that, okay, I want to experience my wholeness, and silently I will be affecting the whole group consciousness. So till yesterday, whatever my perception was, it is now to the point where I realize what I see today. So it is again talking about, in the next paragraph, it says that hundreds of groups and countless individuals making their primary goal to experience wholeness, being unified with God and with their higher self and with all creation. Because now is the state where we have experienced the abundance. We have everything. What you wish, it's there. Amazon doorstep delivery is there. Medicine is there. You are living by yourself. You have a helper. You have a support. You have on-door delivery. Everything is there. So many people experience the life in the materialistic way. Now they're saying that I am fulfilled when my higher self is guiding me and nudging me. Now I see that all this way I was learning my true self. I was I was looked after, I was safe, I was choosing my path through my own light. Although I got some jerks, I was shaken, but then I was awakened. So many people are living their life they experience their wholeness by being unified. And also when I feel I'm part of this, when I can connect with all the creation. Like in a group of people, if everybody is talking a different language, I am there, I feel separated. But then I go and I talk, I speak, I connect, I I feel wholeness. I feel part of that group, right? So why is trying to remind us that you not just get unified with your higher self, which we did it in the first part, right? And we also knew about learned about our own creating powers, and then in this part we are connecting with all creation. So this course is guiding us there. So it talks about the mankind having difficult times, and there are certain practices which were there. So suppose these ozone layer depletion was happening, right? And then there was change in the vehicles which was releasing such gases. So I think the other kind of some gas system they introduced, right? Um, which is reducing pollution. And now again, the electric car, those vehicles, even after experimenting, seeing the effect of nuclear war, that bomb on Hiroshima, it it was learned, and then the practice is, it is not to be done again. Right? So it is put in that corner. So few things are happening, they're changing because there are few minds or few people thinking that about wholeness, about returning to our true self, our whole existence we can experience in this human life, in this human body. So not to experience the heaven after death, but by living this life fully, with full potential, with free will, we are going to experience our wholeness. So changing, if you see next part, I would like you to highlight all these words where it is changing that, stating that changing group consciousness, right? It is helping us change our awareness. So now part of your awareness is the desire for a return to wholeness, as I was created. So if you see the reference is from God's side, how he is created, and we want to return to that state. We can't experience total wholeness until everyone else experience it. All legs of the table must be unified. Then the table will feel the balance. So after that, it reminds us about the creating formula we have done before, and now we know how it works in 7 parts. And we simply claim that the person has self-acceptance. And now we know what we think. All that group consciousness story is telling us what we think and believe does affect people all around you. Indeed, everyone on earth, not just a little group, a family, but the whole earth feels the impact. So now we come to the creating formula, and we are here dealing with our own thought. When we see others, why don't we see them in the image of God? Why don't we see with judgments? So here, as I said yesterday, that we have to deal with the letting go of process. We are holding somebody with their past impression. We just want to release them and just want to affirm them, as every time you see, you remember them, you see them in your mind. If you see him passing by, you just say that you are love, you are light, and feeling that trust. Like yesterday, Anna shared that example where you are saying that I had no judgment, and then my love reached the space where I was trying to send love. So this is what we are doing with everyone around us, wherever we feel. Maybe somebody at home, somebody at office, at work, friendship. In my past memory, we are still connected. Or in a bigger space or group in changing environment, right? So we are still in that state. So what happens with practice, it becomes so easy that we do not have to have creating this formula, but we know what we want. So my thoughts are already ordered, and I just bring everything together, and in my thought there are no judgment, there's only acceptance of everyone as a whole. So like Patriji used to say, my dear masters, my dear friends, my dear God. So friends, who do I say friends? I feel whole with. Who do I call master? Who know what he is doing, is in that search of himself, master of his mind. And then God means you are that, not just this body. I don't see it from this point. I see it from the point where as you are created. So my belief is now that, and that is what is affecting others. So whatever we are doing in that creating formula, we are healing through our own judgments. We are releasing our own judgment. We are letting go of all the past beliefs or patterns, what that person expressed once or twice or thrice. We made that person that. We started predicting, okay, now this is what he is going to do. So we want to drop that thing and create a newer image of that person. So because that person is just reminding us, where am I, where my awareness is. I am judging, I am holding in past, not living in present. Just check yourself, doing dishes, cooking food, autopilot state, what thoughts you are having. Are you in past, remembering somebody said something maybe 5 minutes ago? Or you're just in that state, okay, whatever has happened. The experience is over. I'm here in this present moment, breathing in, breathing out. I am love, I am light, I am joy, I am peace, I am unified. Right? When you need, you claim for all-knowing intelligence. When you need, you claim for your truth. So that kind of affirmation, it helps greatly. It brings that soothing love instantly. So the only thing important is that we bring our awareness to the present moment and to the thought we are in. And the moment we realize we are thinking about others, we just release them with love. Try to find love, because see, we think about any politicians or any doctors or any medical facilities or anything, insurance company, anything we have, and we think, what kind of thought we get. The first time we criticize, when we think, oh, what nasty thing that person is doing. This system is not working at all. It's not for people. There are complaints. You might have heard Louis say, sending that leave love, in a group where you are, when you are leaving a job, just leave love. When you're leaving a home, leave love. When you're seeing a politician, he's trying to do something. He's also a human being. He's trying to do something with his own understanding. Just send him love. Instead of criticizing, we are not going to change, right? We can talk about the situation, people, and whatnot on our table and for 2 hours and then leave the place. Nothing is changing. We are just giving energy to what it is today. So we can influence that kind of awareness by our trust, by our thought of God's thought. It is 1,000 times more powerful. So silently, Babaji is talking about group consciousness. With people, person, we sit, we be along, and then it reaches, and it says that it greatly affects to the whole planet. You just don't think that you are this little person in a one room, one corner. You have everything, and everything is good in your life. The greater responsibility in your thought, the way you think. You carry that responsibility. So that correction is done, and that is where the last paragraph comes. Anyhow, let's see what it says, that you are dealing with your own forgiveness, your own thinking, you are releasing them, and you just claim that they have their self-acceptance. You simply claim that the person have self-acceptance. So when we say, I claim your self-acceptance, I claim name self-acceptance, I accept name self-acceptance, I claim name have self-acceptance. So you may want to write down in your journal or notebook where you are doing the creating formula. So try to do the practice together with open eyes so that you can write those lines as we go through the process. So this is how we promote. Once you firmly establish their self-acceptance in your mind, you manifest it for your own experience. My own experience changes when we see that, okay, till yesterday I was doing a creating formula. Now I see that person is humble, is working out of compassion. It's showering love. It's, expressing his joy. That is what everybody is, and everybody is in that journey of returning to its wholeness, wherever it is. So anything that could bring that joy, that happiness, or that expression in him, and then you see, I see God here. So your own process becomes easier. That is for yourself. You are experiencing it. Also, of course, they too reap the rewards. And why? Because that plan was made somewhere long before when we came to this planet. We had that commitment, right? So we are here with that circle where we are helping each other, and uh, they gain self-acceptance. There is no telling how many people are responsible in part for your level of consciousness, right? As we remember, right? Enlightenment was not so easy, and it was so dark. Now this course is helping us to realize our wholeness, how God has made, not these experiences we are having lifetime after lifetime and crying, coming, going, crying, coming, going. It's beyond that. So everyone else is vehicle for realizing your wholeness. So you're not, by doing this, you're not interfering any other person's free will. You're actually promoting their free will. Now again, it's a deep thing. You're promoting their free will. No one has free will when they are not unified, because they act from the space of fear, doubt, worries, right? Poverty, unhappiness. How can they live their free will? They will think about karma. They will think about being deceived, right? So there are many factors. They cannot use their free will. They cannot just say that, okay, I am love, I am light. Oh, they will say, how is that going to help? I still have to earn my bread. And then the concept doesn't go deep. So we are actually helping them realize their true self by promoting their self-acceptance. We are promoting their free will, their own infinite potential in expression. So that is what we have to think. The person next time we see, we just do not see with the old eyes. We see with that more understanding today, with truth, not just understanding, with truth. So once unified and experiencing self-acceptance, they have free will too. So they get unified, they have self-acceptance, then they start using their free will, they start creating the world of true desire they want to live. Not out of fear, by the act of their wholeness, what they are, their true self. So again, warning about another's creating formula, because everybody is the creator and they're creating their experiences, and free will is protected by absolute law of nature. So we are just here to help anybody who is seeking that kind of help, right? So we are doing the creating formula, and but the thought we are correcting is ours, the forgiveness is ours, the way I see that third person or whoever is our own impression. So everything is we are cleaning from our own plate. and the outcome is somebody is getting benefited. So that is how the whole planet, everybody in this pond, we are like a ripple and connecting everybody, affecting everybody, touching everybody, right? So that is what the whole chapter is about in depth. If we read, reread, understand it deeply, the practice becomes easier. Instantly it happens. All your words will automatically convert in love and light, what we have been affirming for 18 weeks so far. So that everybody learned about seeing God in myself. I learned now that I am love, I am light. How do I see God in others? It was a big question, and it had a journey. What the journey that we have done that together. It was a long journey, knowing about ourselves in various aspects of life, claiming perfect health, perfect thought, claiming that all-knowing intelligence, that mistakes are no only we are missing to take. It's not something faulty we are. God doesn't produce anything faulty. Everything is produced perfect. But you act from your illusion. And then here comes the orderly mind, which Babaji said in week 15. Now you are ready to come out of the womb of this course. You have everything. Now you just use it. And then the greater responsibility come here. Right? So we will be exercising it together. We talked a lot. Right. So we'll discuss more. I'll quickly do the practice. I thought we'll discuss it after meditation, but then I wanted to have a little interaction with you. And after meditation, many people, they just feel sleepy or silent. So it just happened. Let us sit relaxed and we'll discuss more, question more, think differently, challenge, and learn from it to make our own experience and notice the shift that is happening. I'm sure everybody will be benefited. You will be benefited, and so everybody will. So let us just sit relaxed. Wherever you are, make yourself available for yourself, totally in the present moment. Take a slow, long, deep breath in. All that we paid attention, or much ever I tried to explain, not sure what goes in, but I just wanted to question a few things in your understanding so that you can make your own thought process, going it, let it go wild, let it just be random, and then see what it brings over the period of time. So just come to this present moment, feel relaxed, no rush, nothing that is going to fall apart if we close our eyes. Nothing is more important than our whole own experience of we being whole. So feel yourself just as it is. Let your heart breathe. Let your body breathe. Nothing is never wrong because we are greatly taken care. What we have called blessings of the great ones showering on all of us since the time of creation. How much ever we turn around, we run away from our truth, from God, from our higher self. they try to just communicate or make us experience our truth, no matter which way we go. Because God is omnipresent everywhere. We are looked after. So, whoever is lost is not actually lost. It's walking on the path of truth. Seeking its truth. With all the available tools, with all the available experiences, one day everybody will realize its wholeness. See your thought. What are you thinking about from the talk? What words are popping in your head? Question on your wholeness. Question on your influence, you being influence, or you being influencer. You may want to make note of it and write on it later. With whatever your inner wisdom says, it will guide you, it will correct you. Know that your higher self is expressing through you. So we are never wasting our time. No matter what we are doing, we are groomed to be productive, do something useful. Do not waste time. We can't actually waste time because in all aspects of life, no matter what we do, where we are, God is present. As awareness all around us. That computer screen, you might have played video games from one end. One day, that screen starts speaking, like ChatGPT or the Zoom session. So leave all your worries about your loved ones. Just see the truth, what we have learned so far. Is it practical? Is my trust, is whole in itself, a full faith? Am I convinced with my experiments. You may want to write today the open questions, the doubts. Enjoy this state of being whole, perfect. Questioning your mind, yourself. Are you in order? It's simple by checking just that this thought, what I'm having, what quality it has. Are there grudges, fear, insecurity, or love, kindness, joy, peace, abundance, all knowing intelligence, truth, trust, humility, gentleness? Now expand your heart with your truth. Breathe in, breathe out. Now breathe from your body, from top of the head to the tip of the toe. Let the whole body breathe in, breathe out. Feel that breeze, soothing breeze touching each and every cell of the body. All the joints are open, have space to move. They are friends with each other. All the organs, they're happy, finding this orderliness in head, where the alignment is with heart. No inner conflict, no split ends, no separation. And then everything is helping others, from mouth to digestive system, my stomach, the liver, pancreas, the intestines, small and large. They're working in order, as my thoughts are in order with my heart, in alignment with my heart, which knows only love. I am love. Feel that love in your heart space as a gentle pulsation, gift of love from God, that every body, everyone has. Whatever your understanding could be till yesterday has made a shift today, a little shift, by questioning, and that shift makes some space. So feel that expansion beyond right and wrong, beyond any of the judgment of good and bad. Just let your heart expand. Feel that as you breathe in Feel your heart space open. Open your chest. Let this physical exercise happen. With disease, we realize what the whole health is, what is healthy, what is wellness. So feel that state of heart opening. Without fear, doubt, insecurities. Try to express that will you want to experience in this life. Having heaven on earth. Living in unlimited self. Living love. Living in harmony. It's here right now. Let your body experience it. As you breathe in, breathe out, make some room. If there are pinches, hurt, any pain, just say that I let you go. Breathe in, breathe out, I am love, I am light. I let go of my old pattern, thoughts, beliefs, limiting me, putting me in fear, holding me back in past. I choose to live in present with love, with what I am today, in my wholeness. Now let this love radiate in your aura and affirm to clear your aura. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send you love and light. Each one of you are whole and healed. Each one of you are created in love and light. And you are still love and light. No need to be afraid. Do not feel the pain. I know a perfect place for each one of you to go. And I request my higher self to take you there now. Each one of you go in peace. I set you free. I close my aura to all except my higher self. Now feel that wholeness. What we are now is love and light. Do not judge or question about what my past beliefs are. What about my thoughts? Not aligning God thoughts. We are beyond the mind. At this point of time, we are that awareness of whole. Feel your essence. My beautiful higher self, please give me your signal now. You might already have the signal. As we center ourselves, as we feel the love, we feel our higher self presence. Now I recognize, I thank. And in this state where I am love and light, I send love and light to all the thought forms, to all the objects all around me. And I feel the ocean of love, that expanded, unbounded awareness I am, is my experience now. Definitely, it feels like there should not be any guidance, and I just want to be here. But let us go one step deeper, where we are going to learn from our higher self about promoting our loved ones' self acceptance. That person might be sitting next to us in next room or in next city or country. No matter where he is, we are connected by simple thinking, by thoughts. We all communicate telepathically. We can feel each other's essence. Presence. How much love we express, we share, we feel with that person. We may have conflicts with, but my only love goes out for him or her. From my heart to your heart, we are all one heart. We are all love. There is no such crime that cannot be forgiven. Once we realize our truth, all that drama of life that fades away, that serve their purpose. I stay with my truth. I choose to be with my truth, with that pulsation, this feeling of wholeness, of my true self, me being love, light, joy, abundance, peace, all at once here. There's no question to go back in illusion, in fear, in doubts. It's now my experience, and I be with it. Because I know now, with my experience, that I am made in the image of God. And all these qualities of God's are mine. I cannot deny it. All my life, what I was seeking was God, was nothing else. But actually, I was wanting to live love, to live peace, to live joy, to live abundance. I wanted to live beyond what others think, beyond what they want to see in us. That infinite energies in expression. These are my true nature. I cannot be separated with. I cannot be separated from. That fills my experience with experience of God. Which tells me that I am that I have been seeking. God is love, so I am love. The life exists because of love. I am light. Brightening the darkest corner of the space I am in. I am happiness, joy, and bliss. God is happiness, joy, and bliss. I am happiness, joy, and bliss. In my giggles, in my laughters, in my dance, in my movement, in my expression. God is peace, gentleness. I am peace. I am gentleness. God is abundance. Everything is one with God. I am abundance, so everything is one with me. It's there for me, for my use. So everyone is vehicle for my wholeness. We keep seeking others' acceptance, but we forget we have to accept them just the way they are. They are whole and perfect. As we all are God's perfection, made perfect and whole. We are omnipresent, present everywhere as love, interconnected with each other, deeply, intricately. My vibration of fear reaches there. My vibration of love reaches everywhere. My vibration of truth reaches everywhere. And It is all supported. When it is love, it is truth. The nature says, yes, that's true. And I am one with you. God is unboundedness, awareness, infinite energies, that infinite possibilities. I am that. God is non judgmental. I am non judgmental. Yes, there are uniqueness, there are differences, making me realize my wholeness. What I want to learn, or what I already know. Everybody becomes our vehicle in realizing that wholeness. So, this chapter is all about I am non judgmental. Right now, right here, I'm whole and complete. I'm perfect, just the way I am, in the journey of infinity. So now, God and I claim and accept self acceptance of take name with forgiveness and thanks. Amen. You may want to say it again to feel it. Could be your parents, your friends, loved ones living closely, your child. You're just accepting their wholeness. See if there are any buts. In this state, only higher self is guiding. To make it conscious, you may want to ask, my dear higher self, please tell me my thinking that interferes with this person's self acceptance. What kind of thoughts comes? You may want to speak out loud or write. See that person in front of you. is expression of wholeness. By now there might be none, or still anything pops up. Just see. If anything we are tying with that person, any thought, any perception we are carrying, any beliefs, any judgment. Anything that makes us annoyed. Not about making others great. It is about seeing their truth. What we appreciate, what we appreciate, appreciates. Now see in their eyes. That eyes of wholeness. You may feel speechless. You may just say that I do not have anything. I'm not holding anything. Then just claim their perfection, their wholeness. Or if you have any such thought, we are limiting others, I want to release it now. Now I heal and release all such thoughts you may want to list. This is the time we create our column of thoughts that has errors, and the column of thought, those are corrected. You may feel like giving that person a nickname. That's your love expressing. Just let yourself have this time to bond, to connect, reconnect, to feel light. I now heal and release all my thoughts that interferes with this person's self-acceptance. Now I see that person as made in the image of God, as what he is doing, whatever state he is in, he's perfect, whole, and complete. with all his perfection and imperfection. I see him, I see truth in him. I see love. I see light expressing in a different way. I never knew. I released those thoughts where I saw anybody with their limiting thinking, their limiting knowledge, or their ego was part of my illusion. Now I release that. And I claim that person is whole and complete. Now I release all my thought, conscious, subconscious, known, unknown, that interferes with this person's self-acceptance. Now I claim all my thoughts are in tune with, one with, as God's thought. As I release this illusion, my heart is in total state of forgiveness. My heart in state of total forgiveness. Knowing that I am here to give love, there's nothing to forgive. Feel that beauty in you. You always wanted that wholeness, that how I can enrich others. By just saying that you are perfect the way you are. It lights up our own self, our own state of being. Now I claim this person's name, self-acceptance. I accept this person's name, self-acceptance. I claim now that the person have self-acceptance. And now I thank God for this person's self-acceptance. And now I release my creation to the natural law of nature. My claim is complete now. I release it, knowing that it has already happened. The creation is at a certain level of expression, vibrating. Amen. You might want to create another creating formula with corrected thought that might end up in truth, God's true qualities. That is everybody's. I want to create that creating formula and say that God and I claim and accept the person's perfection, wholeness, a unique expression of God, of love. He's free. He's free. I'm promoting his free will. I know everybody is given that. And he has it. To live this life in full potential. With forgiveness and thanks. Amen. Now take this time to feel that intimate connection at soul level we have that with this person. This is how it happens after death, when we meet on other plane, on other side. We love, we express love, we hug. Feel that joy. As the drama is complete, the true selves are meeting, expressing God's joy and bliss, sharing stories, sharing each other's deepest hidden feelings, how we perturbed others, how we shaked others, how it helped them awaken. There are no more revenge or grudges. There are only thanks and appreciation for what you did. Hold yourself right here in your truth. In your mirror, you see that love, and you see in your eyes. When anybody says anything, you give your ears with utmost compassion, knowing their truth, affirming within all the time. You really do not have to hear what the other person is saying, but we have to hear what my inner is saying for that person. Is that inner murmuring, you are love, you are light, you are joy, you are peace. I just learned it on a different level today. The way of living this new self, this whole self, is different from the way we were living till yesterday. I have everything in my center where the life pulsates. I am that all-knowing intelligence I can tap into any time to find my answers. I am that unconditional love. I am giving, flowing, pouring all around me just by feeling that love as nature is pouring. I am that infinite joy, never tired of creating. I get one idea, another ideas. That fills my heart with so much love that I keep creating. Just remember this space in the center of being. It's always there. My higher self presence is in creation with these hands. Where the love flows, we do not want to do anything for any rewards or credits. We are tested for that also. To learn to become just a giver. Because we are that infinite source, generating love, generating joy, peace, abundance, infinite. Creation is happening. So let us thank our higher self today for guiding us throughout our life in all situation and today in this practice. For making me feel whole and healed, making me feel safe, making me feel heard. Let us thank Babaji for guiding us in this beautiful chapter, for opening our eyes, for embracing life and everybody, everything in the nature with love, always in state of giving love as he is doing for all of us without any effort. Now send this love to your entire room and home, your vehicle, your plants and trees, pets, your garden. Let your love expand further into the nature. Come one with Mother Earth and expand further into the space with love. When we feel that love, it only expands, reaches the farthest corner of the universe. You're all connected like a ripple. So send this beautiful love energy. Yes, love is energy. Felt soothing, calm, peaceful, not intimidated, not as critical. Take a slow, long, deep breath in and out. Feel that expansion coming back to the body, shrinking from that infinite awareness to this little center in this body. I close my aura to all except my higher self and I stay here. I thank each one of you for listening me today, for joining me in this practice today. You may take your own time to come back. Just give that gentle movement to your toes, your hands, fingers. You may want to bring your palms over your closed eyes. Gently blink your eyes and open within the palm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back. You may want to sip some water. Just feel this love. Send it all over your body, every cell, every organ, your entire existence, from this physical matter to energy, your mental, emotional state. Just give them soothing love. Welcome back. Thank you. Over to you, Shaileji. I spoke a lot.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. It was a lot of knowledge that flowed today. Thank you. If you all have come out of your meditative state, and if you have questions, we can continue our discussion. There will be a lot of discomfort as we expand our consciousness. We are in this part 3, we are expanding our consciousness. And the expansion of consciousness is just like growing up. And growing up is painful to the body and to the mind both. And we go through so much, and then we finally mature, become mature as a grown up. So this expansion of consciousness is essentially expanding our awareness to our expanded self. That whole self we are talking about, right? That expanded self. So,
I remembered the word called CNG in my meditation. I was trying to explain that, that ozone layer depletion, that first innovation came as CNG gas. So every in car now they had this little tank where they're using that fuel, which is less emission. So those kind of things happened. So this innovation, it happens. We don't even realize from where it is happening. It's not, innovation is not to compete. It is just expression. Einstein was not competing with anybody. He was just in his expression. And then after later on, this electric hybrid car solution came. Geeta ji is also saying, I counted wholeness 8 times in this chapter.
good.
So it is something definitely trying to add in our understanding, how we understand our wholeness. And the table example is given. So table cannot feel its, until it is used, it cannot feel its wholeness, right? So although it says the 3 legs are perfect, I was just underlining every word. What separation, what there's missing, what it is. So let your mind bring all that information. You'll see your life, your people around, that is when real healing happens.
So, perceiving our own wholeness is what we are doing now, right? From the physical awareness, from perception of our physical existence, we are now expanding our perception into that which our senses cannot understand or perceive. Beyond the five senses, we are perceiving our existence. And that the strange thing is, all that existence is in the mind. That expanded self is all in your mind. Think about it. Any person has two existences. One, a physical one, as the Creator made them to be, and the other one is in the mind of others. So that perception may not be real. What is there in the mind of somebody is a filtered information which goes through their levels of judgment, their levels of understanding of the person, the understanding of their own values, the right and wrong, all that. So everyone exists in two places. Actually, not just two, but everybody's mind, right? So Shailesh exists physically here in Canada, but also exists in the mind of all of you. An image, right? And whoever has known me, whoever has seen me, will carry an image of Shailesh, again attached with adjectives from their own self. They will attach adjectives to it. Shailesh is like that, right? That adjective which is attached comes from judgment, our own filters, our own value system, the evaluation of right and wrong within our mind. That is what we are working on. So becoming aware of existence in my mind. When I become aware of that existence in my mind, I can then compare that existence versus the real one. Do I have the right information in my head about whoever that I'm talking about? That part of it, right? So this is the exercise we are doing in this week. When we bring up somebody in our mind whose self-acceptance we are dealing with, we are actually dealing with the image that we have in my mind. And
एकदम बढ़िया
cleaning.
example. It's one of the example I'm getting. How many times we have said about our children, they don't listen. They don't listen, and they will never listen if we keep saying that they don't listen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a perception, right? It's a perception. It can have any basis. That doesn't matter. Where it came from doesn't matter. But it is there. Recognizing that is important. Recognizing that the reality of Shailesh could be different from how I have known. And that is the process of self-acceptance. Self-acceptance of Shailesh in my mind. Right? This is the whole exercise that we are doing this week. So it is slightly deeper and little more complex to comprehend, but once you get the hang of it, that I am dealing with images in my mind, right? then it becomes easy, because the image may not reflect everything. It is dependent on my perceptions. As long as we are able to understand that part, it becomes easy to comprehend the entire situation. And this is how we also understand that existence of somebody's image is influencing me also, right? It is influencing me and showing me my filters. The moment I accept somebody, I see my filter there. This is how they are helping me recognize my whole self, recognize all aspects of me, right? That, see, that's how you saw this person, but actually this person is different. So you had a filter, and that filter was about such an opinion. Like just an example Preeti just gave, right? About the children, they don't listen. This is a perception I have. I have filtered it based on whatever. But now I am keeping that in my head as an image, and what that image is now going to do, it becomes my thought, becomes the basis of my thinking, and I will manifest it.
We tie with the other person with this thought, with this perception. So they don't
And
even change. They
also,
can't change the behaving. That's the
and
law of nature.
and we manifest it, right? So when I change this thought into a thought which doesn't do this evaluation, just sees the child as an expression of the creator, just an expression, that's a unique expression, and I am just looking at it, looking at that expression with awe. Wow, what a marvelous creation it is. That's about it. Then I start manifesting that marvel. Patriji called it what you call magical thoughts or something like,
Chamatkari, right? So miraculous
yeah,
thought.
miraculous thoughts, right? So miraculous thought is that only, being in awe at everything without interfering with our own bias. Then we can actually let the reality appear in front of us. We are opening the floodgate of that true existence, the truth.
So just bringing awareness back to wholeness. As I said, Babaji explained that you're here to experience your whole self in chapter 1. In chapter 2, he divides us in two. We are one only. But he, for our understanding, for our perception, he divides us in two. And then here he says, connecting, that not only you in two part, but everybody around you is also part of that wholeness. They are vehicle for you to realize your wholeness. So somebody can come and trigger, somebody can come and say, wow, they are healing me in those areas where I am carrying my errors. They are also helping me see love in life. So that wholeness, ultimately, that wounded relationship ends up in a healing, right? So I am that healed now. I'm that true qualities that God expressed in me.
See how this is connected. When I accept somebody, what I am really doing is I am shedding my opinion about that person. And shedding my opinion is very critical, because I am dropping one of my biases actually, right? So supposing someone has dark complexion, and your bias is that, oh no, that's not beautiful, and now you accept that person, what you are actually doing is you are dropping your bias towards a specific complexion of a person. You are accepting the creation in its own natural original form. This is the process of dropping our judgments. So primarily we are working on our judgments in this chapter.
Also letting go. Past.
Of course, naturally the dropping is letting go. It can recur, but by that time you have recognized I have such a thought. You have
And then,
known yourself, right? Your wholeness.
yes. And then you express your free will for your full potential in life.
Correct.
So everything is like connected and
Yes.
connecting everybody together. So you are
Oh,
just
yes.
not here for you.
Yeah. When we accept somebody, we have expanded ourselves more, right? They are now part of me. When I accept somebody, that person is part of me now, is in my team, right? And being part of my team becomes strong. The more I accept, the bigger my team becomes. And that team again is here only. It's my perception again. So as I clear more and more part of my perception, I am expanding my consciousness. Expansion of consciousness truly is becoming aware of existence in the mind and outside the mind. That part of it becomes clear. The more we practice it, through physical experience, you will understand this better. Actual experiencing, right?
I was also wondering on those few thoughts we carry, like I shared about um, Antarctica having no snow, can we manifest, or desert place having snow every day, or the farming that we are doing has that much of yield, right? So these factors are dependent on nature's, and in some chapter we read about that God knows it all. He knows the law of nature and all the laws, whatever it is, at matter levels, energy level, subatomic particle, wherever it is, there is only one law, the law of love. There is no purpose of disruption, destruction from the nature, but in the nature retains its balance and certain things happen. But the source that remains ultimate is love. It's in perfection with whatever it is expressing, whether we see tsunami or um, thunderstorm or whatnot, or we see a beautiful, calm, peaceful, serene nature. So that is where also you see the definition of wholeness.
Start looking at the brighter side of everything. Then many things will get solved.
We have learned to see the beauty in dark also, right? So in some chapter, we practice that also. The book has mentioned about um, sending love when it is difficult to send love.
Yes.
That practice. So seeing from that perspective, your inner guidance, your higher self will speak within. Why it's happening like this, you know? So collectively, if we have positive or this miraculous thinking, the thought like God, from the space of love, compassion, joy, peace, it is going to affect the entire humanity, Earth, planet Earth, and far, 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 far more beyond planet Earth in the universe. So that power we are learning, and then when we will reach to end of this chapter, end of the book, yeah, we'll read this, that you have learned a lot and you have those tools that makes you more responsible now that you use it.
The responsibility, yes, of course, yeah. So it is so much empowering when we begin to understand that our perception is actually what drives us in a specific direction. So think about it. Like, let's say there is a catastrophic event. We just talked about tsunami, or maybe there's an earthquake, or there are floods, or whatever. So there is so much damage, right? And where does our awareness go when such an event happens? What do we see through that in that event? Each one of us. We see destruction, we see loss. We associate with those who died. How about the brighter side of it? Some of them sacrifice themselves for betterment of the planet. That was necessary for the nature to rebalance itself. So if we bring our awareness to benefits of that, then we will start understanding the power of love, the creation. The creation did destroy out of love to maintain a balance, to give more, to make us learn. All these are benefits derived out of such catastrophic events. And we still don't learn. The funny part is we still
But
don't learn.
some people does, right? Not, it's not about everybody, but it's
Yeah.
only about some.
Of course,
It
yes.
always
That is there.
happens.
And that's how we are growing. As humanity, we are growing. Because some people who are learning, they are influencing the rest of the consciousness.
So
And
on
that
this topic,
influence, yeah, it is making all of us more responsible. Each one of us is gradually becoming more and more responsible.
on the
That's
same way
the
topic,
important part, yeah. Hmm.
yeah, I got this experience from my higher self only, that you see as destruction, as things are not, the way you want to see. But you see, the creation is happening in much more faster rate in other side. Your awareness is not there. Only if there's destruction, your awareness is there. Okay, take it at one point and then just see what happens in that destruction. All of a sudden, everybody in the world start praying. They express their compassion. They feel how can they contribute, they can make things better. So it awakens whole humanity at once. The bigger the destruction
Yes.
is, the bigger impact is on people, um, emotions.
Impact.
There's a bigger
Yeah.
shift. Yeah.
No.
So that is the brighter side of it, that we, from the same expenses, we are running one family. Now people are contributing, donating in whatever ways, and at least with nothing, then also with prayer, that everything regains the balance.
Yeah, good comes out of it, right? So we also need to be also aware of where my awareness is and what happens when I shift my awareness. Right now we are expanding our consciousness, we are doing self acceptance of others. So what we are doing is essentially checking in respect of this person where my awareness is and what is the brighter side of it. That's the process of learning we are doing, right? When we start doing that with each person, we are going to give energy to those aspects of those people where there is alignment with God's qualities. That is the self-acceptance. So shifting our awareness is the proper thing I would call that we are doing. Moving our awareness. The perception is not shutting down, it is shifting. Okay, yes, let's listen to Jayaji. Yeah.
Um,
Welcome back, Jayaji.
Thank you. During the floods that had
occurred in India. I was there, and this whole community worked together. They bought candles and they kept it ready. They found, my husband went with his friends and they found a bus of little kids. They brought all the kids to the neighbors' houses. So every neighbor had five, six kids, so that the kids could go to the bathroom, they could eat something. It was like a whole community came together to help so many people. So yeah, it's your perception. Or like during COVID, a lot of people felt loss, but a lot of people gained from learning to sit with yourself, learning to value things around the house, learning to value relationships. So it depends on the perception. Also, if we are not in the physical body, there is no world for us because the world exists in our mind. So, so that I felt was very also before when we talked about God is non-judgmental, is when I was able to let go, or every time there was a judgment, uh, and I reminded myself, remember, if you are God and God is non-judgmental, so let the person be as they are. And that I felt a burden release. I didn't realize I was carrying the burden. I thought I was handling everyone, but everyone's here to live their own life. Um, Also, there's a beautiful story where Akbar asked Birbal, who's the most beautiful child in the kingdom, and they look around, and he brings him to a hut where there is a lady, and her little child is playing in the mud, fully covered. And when the child says, "Mama," and the mother says, "Oh, my most beautiful baby in the world." So for every mother, their child is the most beautiful. So if we are God, we are his we are his children, we are made in his image, how beautiful can we be? And the beauty is, it's not just us, it's everyone. Like you said, it's unified, it's an entire like a necklace. We are beads of the necklace. So if one bead breaks, then it affects the entire necklace.
Yeah.
So every chapter that we have done, I thought, wow, this is so enlightening. And then when you come to the next chapter, it's like, there's something new. Oh, wow, there's something more.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know what's happening. Like you said, automatically, like your unnecessary worry thoughts disappear, and the way you look at life changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a good journey, and it's working week by week. And like you put in the questions, which week did you like the most? There cannot be a week without the one before. So if you jump to chapter 15 immediately and don't do chapter 1, you it's not something that I would understand. So it has to be step by step, then suddenly you understand and then you move forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the purpose is
Yeah.
to know where we are. Somebody is stuck with relationship, somebody with health, somebody with money, abundance, right? So somebody with knowledge. I have everything. I'm not happy. I'm not fully satisfied. I'm not feeling my wholeness. What is missing? Where am I missing? So that kind of thing, where we click, right? That's why chapter number 8 and 16 is not included in that, because we know, yes, together it is really powerful. But one chapter, it made my life easier. It made me connect with myself.
Yeah. I don't know. Every time I sit there, so much more coming out. It's like uh it feels so nice. It's a good experience, and so beautifully you said, Kumarji said that Kohinoor, everyone is a Kohinoor in it. It's actually a diamond that has been covered with dirt, and the dirt is just being removed, and every diamond is starting to shine, which is so nice. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So very
Thank you.
thank you for your again some examples and experiences. That helps a lot.
Does anybody know the history of diamonds? No? You you don't see description of a diamond in any of our old texts. You will not see. They will talk about Mani Manikke, but they will not talk about Hira. No diamonds. They don't talk about diamonds. Diamond is a much newer concept. And how did diamond become so valuable is also a story. Diamond, think about it. Diamond is just a stone, right? You just polish it and make it look beautiful. And you can do that with glass also. You can do it with any stone. The reason why diamonds became so valuable is because we attached a value to it. People started paying for it. So people started attaching value to it. And it was merely a trade thing. Somebody utilized that thing to make money. So the value, the ads, diamonds are forever, was inserted into the head of people. So people start valuing diamond, right? So the value is attached by us. Diamond is just another stone. We have to understand that. So the more we attach to values to things, the more we are stuck with them. Today you declare, in your head, you declare, diamonds are stones. And stones are everywhere. I have plenty of them. You will release diamonds from your head. This is the thing. Diamond is just an example I am talking about. We attach value to several things. It could be a relationship, it could be money, it could be knowledge, it could be anything. We attach value to it. And that's how, and attaching value is attachment. This is what I wanted to communicate.
कोयले को हीरा बना दिया.
Anything is possible. It's human mind. You bring awareness towards one aspect and you start giving value to it. You put energy into it. So it's just up to us. Tomorrow, all of a sudden, the entire globe starts thinking differently. All your diamonds could become valueless. You see, you are seeing examples of that shift in petrodollar, the currency shift. What is that actually? People attached value to US dollar. That's why, because they used it, that was their common mode of trading. Now people are thinking of trading in a different way. And the moment that is happening, value of US dollar may actually drop significantly. Right? So this value is our own. We attach value to it. So be aware of that. Where do you attach your value? It's called value because we have a value system inside each one of us. Our own definitions, our own definition of good, bad, valuable, right? All that is our definition.
Okay, now question to all the group, and nobody is asking question or sharing anything. Raise your hand and share like whatever is coming in your experience, or as you listen to our talk, and anything you would like to share.
I would like to add, just Shailaji just mentioned the diamond. I was thinking the same one in gold too. That's another metal. And we can make the ornament, different kind of jewelry. That's the except that one also, that's the metal, one of the kind metal. Rarely finding. So that's why I was thinking once I have a sense, people are so attached to the gold since my childhood. Why this metal is these people are getting? They are now talking
Yeah.
I just read the news. It's going to be more than $4,000 per ounce. It's going to be. You see, we giving the value. Thank
Exactly.
you so much.
As long as there are people ready to buy it at $4,000, the price will go there.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
So,
yeah.
and think about the thing common between diamond and gold. What is common? The glitter.
Yeah.
Gold retains its glitter. Diamond, once polished, retains its shine.
Yeah.
That glitter attracts humans.
Because we
Right?
are light.
Yeah.
Silver is also a little bit precious because it can glitter. However, it doesn't retain its glitter for long. Right? It becomes dark. If you leave it like that, you have to keep polishing it to retain glitter. That's why silver is less valuable than gold. If you go deeper into thinking, you will begin to see patterns. We as humans, right? We are attracted by miracles. Something out which is not ordinary. Everything around me doesn't shine. So when I see a shiny object, I immediately get attracted towards it. So we are always looking for miracles around us. And if one person does something which I can't do, to me that is a miracle. Right? And like that, there are so many people you exploiting this tendency. They will become expert in one thing and then use it as a miracle for many people and then sell.
Yeah.
This is a thing, it's a human pattern. So understanding such things helps us go to the core and see where am I stuck with it. Ultimately, I have to release those things, right? So to release, I need to know the root. Where is it stuck really? So when my attraction
True
towards
miracle is
glitter
love.
goes away, yeah, my attraction towards glitter goes away, or I start seeing glitter in everything. That's what we are learning, right? See the glitter in everything. See the bright side of everything. See the love in everything. Feel and experience, right? Then what we are doing? We are removing that inherent weakness towards glitter.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right?
I'll add the one more thing.
Mhm.
Since I observe, my mother loves gold, right? Since I know the childhood, my wife loves the gold, right?
Mhm.
Since I figured it out, I mean, I don't wear anything jewelry years now. I don't want to touch any gold, anything, and I have one, but I don't want to, see converted something else. I told her many years since we get married and love it, right? And what else is precious before the gold? Is there anything else? We used to spice more than the gold, right? They found in any part of the world, and there was a more precious than gold, right? They harvest it, and then the value goes down. Everybody, that's always something in the changing. Yeah, back to your point. Yeah, you're right. So this is the
Yes.
no more than the glitters. Okay, back to you.
Exactly. Yeah. Also, as far as gold is concerned, it retains its value. It is time tested that over centuries, gold has retained its value. Think about it. It was some kind of a joke I was reading somewhere that uh, a person had some money. He and his wife, they both decided to use half of the money each. So the guy spent that his part of the money in buying a beautiful Mercedes car, right? And the wife spent that money on buying jewelry, right? And after 10 years, that jewelry is now 10 times the value and the car is worth nothing anymore. So the gold retains value. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, so there is some wisdom in uh, investing in gold. Once again, it's on a different plane though, right? Now,
Mm.
understanding that is important. Understanding it in the right perspective without any biases, right? Then you begin to utilize that knowledge for something. You will be able to, right? Now, Geeta ji has a
Yeah.
comment here. She's saying, opposite is also true. People notice the missing glitter too, right? I know because many people comment on my not wearing any glittery jewelry. But then again, Geeta ji, the question is not, it's not the opposite. It's just focus is still on glitter, absence or presence of glitter. Focus is still on glitter, right? Osho used to say this. I have only two type of people. One type which loves me, the other type which hates me, and both of them are connected to me, right?
Yeah.
It's just the relationship is different, right?
And the true miracle is love that can change anything and everything. What we call superstition is also possible. Like what we think is not possible from human mind. So
Yeah.
Autobiography of Yogi is an example of that, where we
Yeah.
are beyond this past experiences.
Yes, absolutely. So the other side of love is hate, right? It's basically two sides of the same coin. In human terms, in human understanding of love, it is duality wala love, right? That's what it is. But what we are learning is that absolute, the thing, the love that created everything. It created both sides with same love. So that
It
is,
created love, but
yeah.
then it gave freedom where other side got created on our free will.
Do what you want. Yeah. Yes, Geeta ji. Yeah. You can, yeah, since we are on that topic.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Happy Monday to all.
Yeah,
I think we are talking the opposite of wholeness. Here, Kumar Sahab had also written that, like when you were talking about diamonds, he talked about gold. He said even that is separated from the rest of the metals. And I remembered a post which one of us had put up here, that she was saying that Mera mulya dusro kitna hai. So there I found that again because of comparison. There's a
Yes.
separation where we are finding. So I think wholeness tells us exactly the opposite thing. It is telling us that matlab, whatever we are doing, it's not a God quality.
Yeah,
Looking for
I
value in
understand.
something.
Yes.
So I think today's discussion has moved to the not it has moved towards unwholeness, separation again.
So understanding the unwholeness is important to know the wholeness. That is what everybody is a medium for me to know my wholeness by showing me that incomplete parts, components.
So actually, this thing, I think this is the one where people are not able to accept themselves as whole and
Yeah.
complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't have to, we actually get stuck in that. We are not ready to believe that we are whole and complete. So I don't
Yes.
think we should be talking again about value of something is more. It's about that
Yes. Yeah.
we have a value together.
That is to be
Here, this is what this chapter is emphasizing, that
exactly.
I have
Yes.
been brought up to this point due to other people's efforts, or
Yes.
I am alive today because of all the nature.
Yes. Yeah.
I wouldn't have been there.
Yes.
Technology has been developed. There are once we talk about this exploitation of nature, but we have to use these gadgets. otherwise. So nature does not mind that, because nature has abundance of everything. And
Yes.
the chapter is telling us, I think we need to drop that. Here, the chapter was talking about wholeness as well as acceptance.
Yes,
And
yes,
both these
absolutely.
things, this is where I think humanity's biggest doubt gets them stuck. They're never able to accept themselves. They're never able to accept the wholeness, the completeness, the perfection. That a thing can be perfect as it is.
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
That is why nature
Yeah.
is being called imperfect, right? If you see Purush and Prakriti was kept separated. So we are redefining our definition. That is how I perceive. From that Nirakan, Nirgun, we are giving gun to make our experience. So that we at least say truth to ourselves that, okay, I wish to live in heaven. I wish to
Yes,
live a fulfilling life. Every life wants to be fulfilling, whether
yes.
it is on street or wherever it is.
Yeah, we are in human body, we are in duality, and through this only we have to learn, right? So we have to learn and grow, and that has to happen in the language that we understand. And our language is language of duality, where there is a value, where there is a comparison, where there is more than one, right? Me and others. And through the others, I am seeing my value. So
You won't
this
believe
whole
how many
thing
times
is,
I've
yeah, this whole thing is a machine. It's, but as long as we understand how this is working, that is enough. That's the purpose of learning, is that only. Well, now I know this is what is happening. Now I know what is happening, right? And everything, the entire value system is again comparative, which is created out of judgment, my perception. So judgment is the primary thing which brings about separation, or maybe separation results in judgment, right? But the judgment is the thing where my biases are presented and others show it to me. So I know my biases through what I am experiencing from others. Then I know, okay, I know this aspect of me now, even though it may be imperfect by any definition, right? Doesn't matter, but that's part of me. Somebody told me, Shailesh, your complexion is little dark. My father never accepted that, he used to tell how he is very fair. In my childhood, I was fair, so he remembered my childhood. And over as we age, our color of the skin, the complexion changes, right? All that is again, someone is telling you about your appearance, and that adds to me, well, okay, this is part of me. That's how I am. I accept it. Now I know one aspect of me, that how my exterior is, how my appearance is. And I could deal with it in a different way also. If I am not looking at it from that space of love, if I had not read chapter 1 and somebody came and told me, I would be fighting with them. What the hell do you think? You'll talk to my father. Isn't that? So we could actually start resisting also. So our experience of anything from outside, it also shifts as we learn, we grow. So in my younger days, if somebody would have told me you look aged, I would be very upset. But now if somebody tells me you are old, I accept it with dignity, right? That's the difference. Our own perceptions also change with time. As we grow, as we develop, we learn more, and that learning is what we are going through. Shift in our perceptions.
So many times, how many times we counted the wholeness in this chapter, and we are understanding wholeness and separation. So while yesterday I was reading this mantra, we remember, right? Om Purnamada Purnamidam, the Purnat Purnamadachate. This mantra was continuously coming in my head, that everything has originated from whole and it is going to return to that. So everything is every time in its own expansion. When the shape took form, it was perfect. It is expanding and growing. So this is, if we remember that, and we see our journey and our return, we see it true for everything. So whatever is was heard, known from long time, and it is making an impression as experience here.
Excellent. Thank you for everyone's thoughts. I think we have beaten the horse to death now.
I have missed few sessions this week, but still, my apologies if I'm repeating this. But here, one thing which has been said is that we have to be, together. That is why I was reminded of Ubuntu again, Shailesh. I am because we all are. This chapter says that uh, it's our responsibility in the society to have correct thoughts. I'm not out there to correct the entire society, but correcting my own thoughts, self acceptance, and these
Yes,
things. And one very strong line here is that only a few can make a big difference.
yes.
So,
Yeah, historically
and
that has been proven, right?
yeah, and it's really happening. Even the young kids now are
Yes.
so
Yeah,
aware.
absolutely. Group
Yeah.
consciousness is shifting. So as a group, we are all growing. All of us are growing. People coming, sitting and taking interest in this kind of talk itself is a sign. It shows that there is desire for this kind of understanding. This is a shift in consciousness,
I
right?
think
We
this
all,
partially is not
yeah.
for those who have not still have had their self acceptance. And like Shailesh, you always used to point out those who were still stuck to the old definition of forgiveness. Here we are able to make out. Uh, there are
Yes,
people who have not accepted themselves,
yes,
and
yeah,
they have to resort to some sort of artificiality because they are
yeah.
looking for acceptance from others.
Correct. Yeah,
First of all, the self
yeah.
acceptance has to come, and here the chapter is saying that uh, wo- uh, make a creating formula for self acceptance of others in the society also.
Yes, yes.
But that
Yeah,
has to be done only by, first of all, accepting ourselves. The entire work of Louis Hay is on that. Entire work
exactly. Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So,
And the presence of such of those people who are not yet there is basically providing occupation to all of us. This is this is our profession. they, they are helping us grow, right? When I sit and talk on this topic, what am I doing? I am growing, and that's what is helping me. And because there are takers of this information, I can keep growing. And such of those people who benefit from it and then they start speaking again, they would be doing what I'm doing. And I'm very happy to see that it is already happening, right? So this is essentially the process of us growing. So I am always grateful for all those people who are still in the dark,
Our
because they
own
are,
process becomes easier. That's what it says when
yeah,
everybody comes and join the group
this is what
again.
this chapter is teaching us. You don't know how many of them are becoming the stepping stone for you.
Hmm.
They are all helping me see myself in a different light and grow.
but in your words, We have been our own stepping stones in the past.
Yes, also, yes, absolutely.
So
I
we reached
agree.
here, we got connected, but this is really vast. As you are saying, everything is interconnected, and we are in that infinite universe. We are impacting each other, influencing each other, and getting influenced.
Yes, yeah. But
That is,
usually I find that even for myself also, many a times I get confused in the sense that um, the spiritual mindset applied to a human existence, and then my human mind pops in. That's where I get confused. Right? I also many a times many to even to explain certain concepts, if I'm thinking from the perspective of the spirit, then my talk will be very different. When I am looking at the same thing from the mind's perspective, then it will be different. And we just cannot deny the fact that we are in the body and we are living through the mind. Mind is our essential component. So that's where, when one of the days I must have mentioned also, there are two ways of living. One way is to live in the mind, the other way is to live through the mind. But living will have to happen in this physical form only, right? So uh, the uh, the more we understand this, the more the acceptance comes. Everything is okay, right? That person who is living totally in the dark is also okay. It is also another expression. They have deliberately dumbed themselves down to that level just to experience the extremity of being dumb. That's fine. That's another beautiful creation.
I'm
Understanding
remembering
and
the moment
accepting
of
this is important. Yeah.
joy
Yeah.
at the end of the meditation, where it's everybody is coming together and saying thanks. The drama we played together, the role we
Yes.
took part in
Exactly.
was good.
So each one of them is as great as I am. They are no less, even though they are acting dumb, but they are not less. They are also complete. They are made in the image of God only. This is the best thing I have ever learned. Everyone is made in the image of God.
Correct.
When you start living it, you will see love in everything. You will see that hidden value in everything.
I'm getting jokes out of these lines. Now, we are spiritual beings having human experience, right? So, human experience of food wants to taste sweetness, sourness, everything, right? We don't want to taste nirgun, what is nothing, right?
There
So,
is no
that
test.
definition is shifting here. Yesterday also we
Taste.
were on that talk, and today also making it our experience through life, and that is what the purpose is coming in human life, to experience the whole.
Yeah.
One day I was in a hospital, and outside the ICU room there was a Ganesha Murti. It was for many people, the temple was there where the faith and the prayers can be sung. But when I looked at it, I just said, thank you for being here. At least you are helping these people with your presence. People have faith on you. And then he said, instantly another thought popped in my head. You are also the same. It is just that you went into the mind and I am outside the mind. So you got some black dust on your face, but you are that. I just said, wow, such a beautiful realization. I mean, just an idol is talking like that.
Wow. Amazing.
The whole creation speaks to us all the time, actually, all the time. We just don't listen. We are not aware.
So
And that is
everybody
the
is
process of
trying us
awakening.
to
This
realize our truth, our wholeness.
wonderful. So now, rest of the week, please do continue with
So last
contemplation,
chance, last calling.
practicing.
Anybody wants to speak, share, ask wholeness, perfection, what it is in a human life. That's why this question was there in part 2. Do you understand your perfection? What my wholeness is? what Babaji is trying. I'm just trying to put all the answers from Unified. I have learned from Unified. I'm trying to answer whatever my thoughts are, whatever my doubts are, understanding is from my past learning from this book. So enjoy the time, take your highlighter, underline wholeness at many places, and see what it is trying to remind us in many
By the way,
ways.
who have counted wholeness? Because I couldn't see any other video except for yours. Who had counted wholeness?
Nobody. Today, Anna was saying she
It was
counted
a
it
lady.
5
She said, "No,
times.
I have counted it comes 5 times in this chapter."
Anna ji said that it's 5 times, but I really don't know. But it was more than at least 3, 4 times I encountered.
I really
And it
counted.
was,
I really
it's,
counted. I was.
it's 8.
It was very silly of me, but still I found that.
I could
I
count.
love the
Actually, I have
idea of
highlighted
counting.
it, but not counted.
So I went for a pencil, marked everywhere. I was getting wholeness, writing 1, 2, 3 on the side.
I can just show
And
you
you
my
know what?
book. It looks pretty nice because everything important, the wholeness, the perfection is highlighted. So, so it is so much easy to grasp from the chapter what it is trying to say. So I would highly recommend just go slow while reading, underline this perfection, separation, this free will, and this wholeness, and the higher self unified, and how it integrates, what it brings to you. So, really, there won't be much to practice. It will be your state. That's what I am coming to the chapter and feeling again and again.
Good. Yes,
Babaji is our
and
guide for PhD thesis on Unified. So I believe this is going to be my second PhD.
Just be with me.
Complete research on every sentence. How many times this word has appeared? What could it mean? And just think of how silly I have been. I thought 8 looks like infinity. So many people have already pointed out. Na? 8 shows infinity. So
And that
wholeness
is
is
your wholeness.
infinite. Yeah, I thought infinite is what is whole.
yeah.
So nice. And also see how the talk started. I don't know. I mean, how I opened the chapter because I was reading with the audio and just had my own thoughts. So I started with why we are learning about group consciousness now and how it is, how it is important for us to know that, how it is we are impacting or others impacting, what we are contributing to. We are contributing to a self-aware society by changing this head into our heart in action. Anna ji, can we please go ahead.
No, I was just saying that I counted vehicle for realizing wholeness 5 times and not just the word wholeness. So maybe wholeness is 8 times, but vehicle for
Vehicle for
realizing
your own
wholeness, yeah,
wholeness.
yeah, that is said 5 times at different points in the book.
Enjoy reading this and rereading this. It will open up everything within. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Then we can conclude. Tomorrow we will have the English session. Mostly it will be Hindi, but if you have any question, please do ask
Sure.
or
Okay.
share your experience. Always use the group for that purpose. We keep holding everybody to share here and post from here and there because we really want to focus on what we are learning. And if we are speaking in those terms, we are truly making a change within. Otherwise, what's the point spending time 6 months, 8 months here and taking nothing from here? We are jumping here and there and not making any such progress we should see by this time.
Thank
All right. Thank you. Thank you,
you. Have a
everyone.
wonderful
See you
night.
all
Have a
tomorrow.
wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Masters. Thank you.